what do we have here? So what we have here is a Kizer helmet, and it's all taken apart. We're kind of starting backwards. We're kind of starting backwards. It's a pretty cool knife, but right away I noticed that the lock bar was just too strong. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't even wait until I got it on film to do it. So I took it apart and we just ran the grinder over this metal bit here, right where the kind of the hinge is to the lock bar, to make it a little weaker. Because it's just, I didn't want to bend it back. I just wanted to make it weaker. It was too strong because I wanted to be able to lock in good and strong, and then also still hold the blade good enough when you're trying to flick it open, right? Not have a weak detent. So I just made it less strong. So it still has the same amount of throw, but just less strong. Let's get it put back together and see. I mean, well, actually, you know what? While we have it apart here, let's check out some stuff that's pretty interesting. Double row bearings in this super lightweight, super thin bladed knife. Does it need double row bearings? I don't know, but damn, pretty fucking cool, right? Another thing that was pretty interesting, I don't think I've seen this before on any Kizers. Maybe there's some, but I haven't noticed it before. Yeah, okay, so we put this guy in here, like where it goes, right? And then instead of the pivot just pushing through with a, you know, with a flat end on it or something, this pivot has two ends, you know, both ends come off. So one side has a D-shaped part on it. So you put it into the liner with the D shape holding it from spinning. Then you tighten up the nut or the screw on that side. And once you do that, it's all set together with the liner. And the liner can't go anywhere, and the pivot won't turn. So it's a captured pivot, and it's also captured all together here with this piece, so it can't go anywhere. It's pretty cool, man. So a couple little nice, really nice features on this knife. All right, let's just get her back together, though. You could do the standoffs attached to the other side if you want to, but I already put the blade on the other side, so instead of messing with that, I'll just attach them on this side. Now she's ready to go on. Just smush it together like a little sandwich. Tighten up this part, the pivot. Not too tight. Then get the two screws that are going through those two standoffs. Oop, that one. No, that's one of the, that is one of the pocket clip screws. You can tell, because they're the only ones that are T6s. Everything else is the mighty and capable T8, which is nice. Get these nice and snug, not too tight because they're holding G10 down. You don't got to tighten the shit out of them. See how the centering is? Looks good. Make sure that the pivot is good. Wow, I somehow got it right just by tightening it. Well, let's try loosening it just a hair. Yep, I had it just right. But now I'm... Wow. So before, it was not dropshutty at all. Let's go ahead and get this pocket clip on while I babble. So before, and the pocket clip can go on either side, but I'm a righty, so it's going to go on the correct side. So the blade was not dropshutty at all before. The where the hell did the screw go? Stop it! So the lock bar was so strong that it was almost challenging to thumb open it, or to reverse flick it, because it didn't really want to. It wanted to stay closed. That detent was so strong. The flipper tab worked great, but the reverse flick was tough. And then also, it took like 5 shakes to get it closed. Okay, I don't like that. I want a drop shutty knife, man, if possible. So we weakened that lock bar. Now the D10 is good enough. It's a little bit lighter, but it's good enough. Yeah, that's real nice. And it's drop shutty. Now, I mean, really slow hydraulically drop shutty, which is nice. Boy, those bearings work really good. Dead centered. Just a great knife. Now, another interesting thing that I noticed, this is the first knife I've ever seen that has the carbon fiber and G10 scale, so it's just a thin layer of carbon fiber over G10, where there's a texture to the carbon fiber. These guys aren't just smooth. They actually have a little bit of texture to them. So, really nice, right? The reverse flick now is just money, man. That is so nice. Nice and crisp. Really nice, thin, slicey blade. Nitro V, coated Nitro V blade. So, you know, it's going to be great, I think. Pocket clip, perfect. Works great. Great EDC size. I really like this knife, man. I think they did a really good job. Oops, I just moved the pocket clip. Well, actually, it looks good there. Let me tighten it down just a hair more so it don't move so easy. Yeah, I had that one a little loose. Okay. Great shape. Just look at that shape, man. That's really nice. I think Kizer, I think this is kind of like one of those little hidden gems of Kizers. I don't think it's too popular. And it might be because the D10's really strong normally, and it's not drop shutty at all. And with a light blade, it's not easy to get that tune just right, you know, from a factory. So when you make that lock bar a little lighter, that is just perfect, man. Pretty nice little sound to it. Just slicey as hell. Let's see, is it sharp from the factory? I'm gonna say yeah, it feels pretty sharp. But let's make sure. It might have a little hiccup in it, but you know, I was playing around with it a lot, dropped the blade a few times, so you know, I think they did a really nice job on this one, and it's got some neat little features. The double row bearings. It's got the pivot that can unscrew from both sides. Really good stuff, man. Good stuff. That textured carbon fiber. Very cool stuff, man. At least I think it's carbon fiber. Maybe is it faux carbon fiber? I don't think so. I think it's real. At least, you know, that thin layer on top is real. The rest is G10. Oh, it's got nested liners, which is nice. So this G10 does wrap all the way around and feels really good. No hot spots on it. Great air goes. I think Kizer did a really nice job on that. Now, to me, if you like it drop shutty, you got to do a little mod on the lock bar. Either you got to bend it in some or out some, which I don't recommend. I recommend weakening it with a Dremel or something first. But, you know, take your time, do a little bit at a time, put it back together, try it and see, you know. But, yeah, I'm loving the Kizer helmet. I think great job, guys. Maybe it needs a finger choil, but maybe not, you know. I don't know. I think maybe no. I like it like it is. Yeah, pretty sweet. Actually, you could do with a flipper delete. So if you bought a silver one, what I would probably do if I had a silver bladed one is cut this flipper out and then bring that up around a little higher for a choil, so you could have a finger choil up there, and that would be great. And you wouldn't have to lose hardly any blade or edge for that. Kizer helmet, pretty cool. Good job, guys. Have a nice day.